Yeah, absolutely. My name is Patrick Neal. I live in Ohio, the Columbus area. Um, like kind of like I said before, from a really young age, my family always joked that I was either cursed or a future saint, because crazy stuff would just always happen around me. For example, when I was 4, my grandmother passed away. She lived in our basement. I was really close with her. I obviously don't have too many super deep memories just due to the young age. But about a week after she passed, and I remember this like it was yesterday, even though I was so young, we went sledding. And I don't know if y'all remember those little, what do they call it, like the saucer sleds, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Where it's just a circle and those things would be, yeah, those things would fly all over the place and you really don't got no control.
right.
And I was headed apparently directly at a tree, just flying down this massive hill that they've since closed. And everyone was just screaming, "Oh my God, oh my God." A whole bunch of people were running over. And at the very, very last second, just swerved around it, and flew all the way into the water, which thankfully, obviously, I'm here.
Yeah.
But they still did end up taking me to the hospital just from hypothermia and all that stuff. And another one is I am in recovery. I got about 5 years coming up now. And the very last time that I ever used, I was just like at my wit's end, right? Ready to just end it all. So I was intentionally overdosing. And I essentially, it wasn't my grandma or anything like that, but I was laying there in bed. I had written out all my notes and everything, said my goodbyes on paper to all my loved ones. And out of the blue, I thought that this was actually happening too. And, it could have just been a 100% hallucination. But this gorgeous blonde haired woman just comes into my apartment, lays down on my bed with me, starts having a conversation with me. And again, I 100% thought that, well, one of my neighbors or friends or whatever sent somebody over. I thought it was like a therapist or something. And she was going through, hey, what are your reasons? You know what I mean? Why do you feel this way? What can I do for you? We get into this real deep conversation. And within about 20 minutes, my next door neighbor apparently had seen my dog scratching at the sliding glass door, and she thought, God, what's wrong with Charlie? Something must be going on. She's banging, banging, banging on the door. I was so out of it already that I didn't notice whatsoever. But then she called our other neighbor, who's a really good friend of mine, and said, hey, I think something's going on with Patrick. And within about a half an hour after that, I had the EMS, the police, breaking down my door, coming to take me in. And my BAC at the time they said was about 0.37. And I combined that with Xanax and DXM. So
Wow.
they were like, hey, if you didn't end up, in the hospital here, you were about an hour or two away from being, unable to be brought back or anything like that. Which that was obviously quite the experience, and ever since that really steered me on a course of staying sober, staying focused on my faith. I don't know if it was an angel, a complete hallucination of my mind, or what, but that was an extremely unique and, for lack of a better term, I say angelic experience because it saved my life, obviously.
Wow. That's that's absolutely amazing. Congratulations on your sobriety, man. I'm glad we're still
Thank
breathing
you,
the
sir.
same air. I'm glad you're still here with us. That's
Absolutely.
quite a situation that you lived through.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm couldn't be more thankful either because then I wouldn't be able to watch your videos and speak to you today.
Well, I appreciate the compliment. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get better at taking those instead of just brushing them off.
Sure, yeah, we love you, Barry. You know that.
Oh, I can feel it. I know y'all do. I appreciate it so much.